What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So this is the Samsung Galaxy A14 5G, and this comes in a price tag of $199 here in the US. And I'm gonna unbox it and share with you guys my first impressions. And I got the black color right here. Unfortunately, when I went to pre-order this, they didn't have the other colors. I believe those are coming out internationally, but at least as of right now for the US, we only have this color. But let's dive right in, take a look, and share with you guys my first impressions of the A14. All right, so with a box that's $199, or with a phone that's $199, you're not gonna be getting a premium box. So there it is, Galaxy A14 5G, 3 cameras. It looks like there's a teardrop notch, fairly thick bezels. Now let's take a look at this. We got all the paperwork in this section with the USB-C to C cable right here. So there we go. And nothing else inside, just the paperwork and the C to C cable. And throw this out here. Here's the phone. Put that aside for now. And right here you get the SIM ejector tool. So let's just throw those back in there. And if you guys want to take a look at the box right here, here it is. But this is actually a fairly large phone, you know, holding it for the first time. It's still in its plastic wrapping. And let's take it off. So let's just listen to this silence. Or, well, there's background noise, so I apologize for that, but let's just listen. There we go. Wow. Okay, so first impressions, it's definitely plastic, obviously. It's cheaper. I'm used to using devices like the S22 or hopefully the upcoming S23 and just more premium devices. So this definitely is not there, but it looks premium. And it has, it has that type of back. I forgot what the name is called, but I don't really like that. Nonetheless, though, when you shine it against the light, it kind of glows. It looks premium. It has a premium like look to it, but it's definitely the quality is not there. It's a fairly thick device too. We have the volume and the power button, which also acts as a side fingerprint sensor. So that's good to see in a $200 phone. USB-C, we got a headphone jack, a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Now the A14 5G is paired with the Dimensity 700 processor with 4 gigs of RAM. I was about to say 64 gigs. 64 gigs of internal storage with expansion up to 1 terabyte using a micro SD card. But let me turn on the screen because we're going to be in a very large screen at a 6.6 inch Full HD Plus Infinity V with a 90 Hertz refresh rate. So let's turn this on, set it up, and take a quick look at the Galaxy A14 5G. Okay, so here it is, Galaxy A14. My first impressions are that, well, we are making some sacrifices and cutting down from a lot of things for $199, from its display quality to its build quality and even to software. For example, software, we're not getting 4 years of major software updates, only 2. So this does come on board with Android 13, and we're going to be getting Android 14 and Android 15. However, that's it. You're not getting any more, and that does make sense, obviously, with this processor, the amount of RAM, and all that things going on, but also that this is not a flagship device. And then with its build quality, it's not obviously premium built. But I think for a lot of people, this might be a good device. Obviously, I have to test it more, use it, and see if, you know, it really is worth the $200 that you're putting into it. 5,000 milliamp hour battery, USB-C with 15 watts of wired charging. 90 Hertz display is actually, I can see it. It definitely feels much smoother. The difference from 60 to 90 is much more noticeable from 90 to 120. So if this doesn't have 120 Hertz, I don't really care. But having a 90 Hertz on this display is really nice. A lot of people would probably want to compare the iPhone 14's not having a 90 Hertz display, but we're just gonna solely talk about the A14 right here. Okay, so there's a fingerprint sensor. I just tried it. Let's try it one more time. Definitely, it's not as fast as ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. And again, I do apologize if there's any background noise, but it's not as fast as flagships like the S22 series and the upcoming S23. Nonetheless, it's good to have a fingerprint sensor here. It is pretty thick. I mean, look at that. I think that's a pretty thick device. I like that it has a headphone jack, 5,000 milliamp hour battery with 15 watts of wired charging, full HD display with 90 hertz panel. It's great to see that Samsung is bringing a 90 hertz panel to a device that's $199. And I'll be honest with you, I think a lot of people are going to pick up this device. Why? Well, having experience working in the mobile department at Best Buy, I've had a lot of customers that wanted to pick up a device that's really affordable and just gets the job done. They can call and text, maybe take a couple photos right here, and they're all set to go. As long as it takes a photo for them, that's all they need. They don't need any more. They're not gonna go into Pro RAW editing. And wow, that's actually some pretty decent quality. Maybe it's because of the lighting, but there you go. You're gonna get cameras that are not flagship quality, but you are going to get cameras that at least take some photos. And obviously, this is not going to appeal for tech enthusiasts. That's not the point of this device. If you're looking for a device that's going to be directed towards you as a tech enthusiast, well, then you probably would want to check out other devices like the S23s or the Google Pixels or the iPhones of the world or any other Android device, whatever it is, not something at this category. But I still believe that many people, especially in the US, are going to pick up these devices. I know a bunch of people around me who use Samsung devices that are at this price range, $150, $200, and all they do is literally call and text here and there, maybe go on Facebook, and that's it. They're not taking photos and sharing it on Instagram. They're not making TikToks or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, whatever it is. They're just using it to communicate with their friends and family. And I think this device is the perfect device to do that too. It's affordable and will keep you to communicate with your loved ones. And that's really it. I don't see it as much more of a device to start making content. Can you? The question here is, can you make it? Can you make content? Yes, you can, but there are definitely better options out there. Remember, I say in my past videos all the time that the best camera you have is the one in your pocket. So if this is the phone you have, then you're going to start with this, and you're going to have to grow somehow. My first device, my first smartphone was a Samsung Galaxy S Blaze, exclusive to T-Mobile at the time. I believe I bought it in 2012. Yes, 2012. And I would download a bunch of different software because it was not getting updated. And it got bricked at the end. It got hardware bricked or hard bricked. And that was the end of it. And then I went on to LG G3. And LG G3 at the time was a great device. And I started making content with my G3. And I'm really happy that I make content starting with my smartphone. So there is that Galaxy A14 5G. I hope you guys did enjoy this small unboxing, first impressions. If this $199 device is for you, definitely be sure to check it out in stores before you go ahead and buy it. I like it. It has a clean, minimal design. It doesn't like stick out like a sore thumb. I like this flat back to it. And the cameras are almost flush, but they're not. Nonetheless, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you want to see more content on the Galaxy A14, be sure to superman that like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot and will help push my content out to more people. That's been it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.